No, it's not dandruff. Apparently it's snowing wood in Florida. Hey guys, welcome back to another video here at the Handy Creators.
Thank you so much for joining us on another special week as we're finally going to be finishing our pergola.
Woo! So it's really early in the morning. I guess that's why we look so exhausted, but it's gonna be a big project, so we wanted to get it on as early birds.
Yeah. If you recall, a few months ago, we built our own attached modern pergola after we extended our backyard patio, and when it was time to add the roofing option, this happened.
It's supposed to have an even gap all around, and it's supposed to be completely pulled. Does mine look like that? I'm sorry, so I guess we're not going to be able to put shade structures for you guys. I'm so disappointed.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to find another alternative for this, and we did.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
But over the last few months, we've been researching into all the different types of roofing options that we have. And even though there are different options such as PVC, plastic, glass, and even other covers, we decided to go with a metal corrugated roof panel. We went with this option because where we live, we feel that this is going to be the most affordable and the most durable option.
So we'll be on our way to Lowe's now to get all the supplies to get started.
Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And let's go finish this pergola. For our roof, we needed a total of 20 panels to cover our space, which we will make sure to link below. We were very excited to finish this roof, especially considering how beautiful the day was. We started by adding a few more 2x6s. We added a total of 2 of the 2x6s to each of the quadrants, so that the panels would have a support brace every 3 feet, as stated by the manufacturer.
So it hasn't rained here in a few weeks, and today that we decided to do this project, it starts raining, but we finally at 4 in the afternoon finished putting all the woods up. Now we're gonna be putting the roof itself, so let's go.
To cut the panels, we used our handsaw with a disc designed to cut metal. We placed the first panel and tested the slope of it by spraying some water and checking to see if it would drip down the other end. Unfortunately, there was not enough slope.
No, it's not dandruff. Apparently it's snowing wood in Florida.
We purchased a hand planner and used it to give the pergola the slope that it needed, so that the panels would not accumulate any water when it rained. After running the planner on the first quadrant, we placed the panel to test the slope again, and we ran the planner on the whole pergola and created quite the mess, but we were ready for installation. We decided to cut the rest of the panels using an angle grinder, as it was easier to manage. Since these panels are corrugated, you want to make sure to buy an aluminum spray paint and paint the edge where you will be making your cut to avoid any rust in the future. To install the panels, we lined them up in the front end and then screwed them into place using the metal screws that will be linked below. And with that, we fell into a rhythm. The next morning, we went to pick up some additional supplies and got ready to finish this thing.
What we've been doing is putting a screw on each side of the grooves. That way, if any wind comes in, it's not gonna, lift the panel. And we're doing it across every board. So we have one here, one there, and then one at the end. And we're just repeating the process for each one. So in total, each panel takes about 12 screws, so you can use that to do your math.
When placing the screw, You want to make sure to not over tighten it because that will expose the washer to the sun and will cause them to rot faster. If you over tighten them, simply drill them out a bit. We decided to install gutters on the pergola to control the water flow, but they only had them in white, so
let's start painting this and let's see if we don't melt on the way there. It's so hot, you guys, today. Now I remember why we've been inside the house mostly, but it's insane. So let's use our gun and let's paint these stuff black while the guys finish the roof. Hi.
Hi. I'm tired.
Me too.
ah, look at that beauty. We repeated the installation process on all the panels and then got ready for the final step. Once the paint from the gutters dried, we added 3 brackets per 10-foot gutter and added the end caps using construction adhesive. We then screwed the gutters onto the pergola and used a level to make sure we were giving it the necessary slope for the water to run off. While my father-in-law and I installed the gutters, Adriana began staining the new 2x6 support brackets using the Minwax Special Walnut stain linked below. We wanted to give the pergola an industrial rustic finish, and that stain helped us achieve that, although it did come at a cost. On the final gutter, we opened a 2-inch hole to install the downspout once it arrived.
What you doing? Celebrating?
Celebrating. Make a little shrimp fried rice.
Yes.
Once we were done celebrating, it was time to clean the space down. If you guys recall, we have made quite the mess in this area over the last few months. We pressure washed and scrubbed the whole patio area to remove any dust, debris, and even concrete that was still left over from our previous projects. Once we were done cleaning, it was time to bring this area to life. We decided to install some solar powered string lights across the middle braces to really give this area a welcoming atmosphere. We also decided to change this wall lantern to something a bit more modern and industrial. Remember, always turn off your breaker before working with any electrical wiring. Wow, that's too blinding. The last thing left to do was to add a downspout. Luckily, it arrived while we were celebrating, and it was very easy to install. We used construction adhesive to place it on the hole we had previously opened and followed the instructions on the box. We anchored it down to prevent it from moving, and just like that, we were done.
I can't believe we're standing here and it's finally done. Honestly, like, I'm ecstatic with the outcome. I think it was more than what we wanted. I kind of wanted to make a little point on here because even we thought that this roof was gonna give a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
But you guys, it does not whatsoever. Maybe it's the height that our pergola is, but it's extremely breezy. And we feel no extra heat whatsoever coming in of the panels. So we were worried about that, but honestly,
It turned out to be great.
another little thing is that for the people out there doing projects, I want this to maybe serve as a lesson in a way. And I'm not trying to be dramatic whatsoever, but we were so disappointed when our original plan didn't work out for the roof. And I mean, it's been months since we've finished, and now is when we ended up doing it. And honestly, like, I am so happy, and I told Jesus I'm so happy that it didn't turn out, because this is stunning.
Yeah,
you
this
know?
is way better than we first thought.
Yeah, and honestly, like, we were worried about the aluminum color, but when we put it up there, it looks so rustic and like chic. I don't know. It's perfect. So don't get discouraged if things don't work out how you want it to. I always say that a project is not a project without a hiccup. So, you know, just keep going and you'll find your answers. Trust in yourself. I tell Jesus all the time because he's very harsh on himself. Trust in yourself that you will find a way out. So I hope that inspires at least one person out there.
We're so grateful that we were able to share it with you guys. We want to thank you so much for all the support that we have received. We recently hit 4,000 subscribers. And we are so grateful and thankful to each and every one of you that watch our videos and have been with us on this journey over the last few months. We could not thank you enough for your support. So seriously, thank you so much. And if you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe and hit that notifications bell
So you could be part of the...
and the creators. And so you don't miss out a very special video next week.